Welcome to September's monthly Sheriff's video message. Like you, I am constantly surrounded by the news, whether it's social media like a stream and timeline we have in the communications unit, or it's email or the CAD system, or you get your news from print and TV the traditional way. It can be overwhelming and at times confusing. The morning after every weekend, I meet with the sheriff and we talk about what happened over the weekend and what's in store for this week. So let's go talk with the sheriff. Good morning, Sheriff. How are you this morning?
Hi, Chris. Come on in. Want to sit down?
Sure. So, Sheriff, how do you think the weekend went?
I think it went well. We were in the command post for about 17 hours on Saturday. I worked really closely with Chief Lavelle and Superintendent Travis Hampton all day. And then the Deputy IC, Craig Dobson, was there as well.
So there a lot of things happen in September, but what's in store for October? What can employees expect?
Well, we've got board presentations coming up that we'll be doing on some of the programs that we provide to adults in custody, as well as I think the budget conversations continue as we look at the impact the pandemic has had on revenue to the county and what the future implications from a budget perspective are. And then, of course, I'm really excited that our strategic plan is finally coming out in a couple of weeks, and we're excited about that.
Equity is at the forefront of the strategic plan, is it not?
It is. We've created a specific equity value and goal within the strategic plan, and I think that really speaks to the moment we're in, as well as our efforts to diversify our workforce, to make us reflect the community that we serve, and then also have equity as a theme that is woven throughout all of our goals and objectives in the strategic plan.
So, Sheriff, I got to ask you, I've sat in your office a number of times, and we've never really talked about your whiteboard here. Can you make sense of what is on there?
Yeah, you're not the only one that comes in. I think the chiefs come in every once in a while when I'm not here and look at it to see what new things I've put up on it. But really, it's just a way to remind myself of what are the most important things that I'm working on from the sheriff's perspective. And certainly, the first and foremost is trust is built or eroded in every single police-community interaction. It's really critically important that we're always working on building and maintaining community trust. I've got key initiatives, public safety. It's why we're here, keeping our community safe. As I said, community trust, building and maintaining that is really important. Creating a positive work environment for the employees, because they're really at the forefront of providing the services to the community. I want them to know that they're valued as members of the organization. And then finally, fiscal stewardship. We have a large part of the county's general fund revenue, so we want to make sure that we're being good fiscal stewards of those financial resources. From the corrections perspective, we're focused right now on diversion, people coming into the system that may be better served with connection to social service providers. For folks staying in custody, working on programs that build rehabilitation, and then successful reentry into our community. On the law enforcement side, of course, it's all about neighborhood team policing and building connections and interactions with the community, integrating our deputy sheriffs into the community that they serve. And then underneath that are programs and ideas that we're working on to support that.
What's your message to staff as we head into October?
Well, again, I always want to thank them for the good work they do in protecting and serving our community. It's an honor for me to serve as a Multnomah County Sheriff, and I get to work around some exceptional individuals within our Sheriff's Office who actually do the good work of providing services to the community. So I always want to remind myself and our staff of the good work that we do, and it's done through our staff.
Well, sounds like you have a lot of work to do. I have a 10 a.m. PIO check-in that I got to go to.
All right, sounds good, Chris. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Sheriff.
I'll see you.